So I'm Chip Forsythe.
I'm Josh Lizotte.
And we're Rebel Coast Winery.
Thank you guys for being here with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No problem.
So you guys started your company, Rebel Coast Winery, back in 2012 with Reckless Love, which is an alcoholic wine.
Mm-hmm.
What made you guys decide to get into the wine business?
The wine business, just for girls. Yeah. Like I studied it in college and found out you could get a degree in that. And I liked the way winemakers got to live and where they got to work, and it was really, really awesome.
Wait, so there's actually a wine degree?
Yeah, a degree in winemaking. That's what my parents said.
Yeah. They did not approve.
Yeah, my mom cried and my dad laughed when I told him I was going to be a winemaker. He's like, that's not a real job. And then I planted my first vineyard and apprenticed under a bunch of different winemakers. And made my first wine, and they were like, oh wow, this is really good. Like, this may actually work.
What?
I'm not from the wine space, I'm from the cannabis space.
Yeah.
Cannabis and finance. Yeah, so I've been doing cannabis for a decade in California, and he's been doing wine for over a decade in California.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect mix of both worlds.
I love that you guys have like two amazing things that you have brought together, which now we go into. Now there's this new. You guys are pretty much like the Albert Einsteins, or like.
Thank you.
I don't know.
We'll take that, but
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
You're like the Elon Musks of this generation.
I would love to be that.
Yeah.
But
Although Elon Musk exists, but now
Yeah.
you guys are doing like the Elon Musk in like a cool, suave way.
yeah, he is trying to get people into another planet. We're just trying to get people naked.
And high.
Yeah, and high. Yeah.
So where did that idea come from?
Out of necessity, because we were kind of sick of being hungover all the time, and decided that if we could put cannabis into wine, it'd be a great pairing. But you have to remove all the alcohol from wine before you can put it into a dispensary, because dispensaries can't sell alcohol and wine shops can't sell cannabis. So we decided to see what would happen if we made the wine, removed just the alcohol, and replaced it with THC.
Very interesting. See, you guys are scientists then.
Oh, 100%
Oh, yeah.
scientists. Yeah, that I guarantee we
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
So is that like something, I think I read that you guys patented that?
Patent pending, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we say we're the first in the world to do it, but we actually were.
Yeah.
So we filed a patent for it back in 2017. And it's patent pending, so if it gets granted, awesome. If not, like, we're still building the winery and still doing it. We're not too stressed about it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And so where's the winery?
So which one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a winery that makes traditional wine up in Sonoma, and then that's where the grapes come from, and then we ferment them and turn them into actual wine that we sell for our other brand for the actual traditional wine. And then we've got a cannabis winery in Oakland.
Very interesting. See?
Yeah.
You guys have like all the cool spots and stuff too.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, well, we'll be in the desert soon. Our new winery is going to be built out in Desert Hot Springs. It's just
Yeah.
under construction.
yeah, not that cool of a spot.
Not that cool, but
Yeah.
cool building.
But you guys are definitely actually doing that and having it in a
Oh, yeah.
desert.
Yeah, so yeah,
Oh,
we're already
yeah.
in escrow. It's just under construction. It's being like built to suit for our winery needs.
It's like
That's awesome.
it's a big facility.
It's huge.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Yeah.
So, what were you guys doing before you decided to start Rebel Coast? Did you guys always plan on becoming entrepreneurs, or what made you guys decide to kind of like, this is what I want to do, before you even went to school for it? Or cannabis?
Yeah, so I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So when I was going to school, I was consulting for cannabis companies all throughout California, while I was getting my accounting degree. And then I went and joined a big corporation, one of the big 4 accounting firms, still working on cannabis as well. Then Chip and I teamed up, and I was doing all 3 jobs at one time.
Yeah.
And finally said, screw it, and jumped on full-time Rebel Coast a year ago-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gotta be longer
Well,
than that.
it's 10 years in normal time, but it's cannabis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I started making traditional wine when I was 19, and I got to college, found out you could study that. Graduated, started a winery, super small, real small. It grew quickly, sold it in 2012, started in 2009, sold it in 2012. And in 2013, started Rebel Coast Winery, put my mustache on the bottle, and we just made 2 wines, and that took off. But 2017, we saw cannabis prohibition coming to an end. And we're like, well, like, what if we remove the alcohol? Like, that's what's making it illegal. That's why no one else has done it before. So we're like, oh, let's see what it tastes like. And it didn't taste very good to begin with.
No, not at all. It's a lot of trial and error to make
Yeah.
a non-alcoholic wine taste good.
Yeah.
It usually just tastes like
bad
grape juice.
Bad grape juice. Most of them taste terrible.
Yeah.
So it took a lot of time to figure out how to make it taste like wine and smell like wine. But we're really stoked it worked.
Yeah.
And so now I know you guys mentioned, I think in one glass of wine, it's, what is it?
10 milligrams. So we launched with a 20 milligram bottle originally, which is 5 milligrams per glass, but people wanted more cannabis. So our new batches are 40 milligrams in a bottle, 10 milligrams per glass. Yeah.
We wanted to dose it like a glass of wine originally. Like a glass of wine won't get you drunk, but it'll get you buzzed. But it turns out everyone that goes to dispensaries wants to get high. Like, they don't want to get a buzz. Like, so we're just like, oh, whatever. Like, everybody wanted something stronger, so we made it to 10 milligrams a glass. And I think that's good.
That's good. We'll go above that.
It's strong. It works. It works.
Definitely. It's different than a normal edible. It's not like eating a brownie.
Yeah.
You know, it hits you faster within 15 minutes, and it's a totally different high.
Yeah.
It's all cerebral. It's not like a big body high. You're not going to sit at a couch and stare at a wall. You're actually going to be social and have fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you able to control it better then? Like, you know, sometimes when I eat a brownie, like...
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Totally. That's one of the issues with a lot of edibles. They're not consistently dosed.
Mm-hmm.
Our process is completely homogenistic, so every glass is the same.
Yeah. And we didn't want people to... We make stuff that we like to drink and we want to enjoy and stuff, and... Like, so I don't always want to be stoned for 8 hours. Like, I want to be able to talk to people and hang out and laugh and joke and dance and listen to music or whatever. But making it not super strong was a real big point. But it works. It
Totally works.
Everybody's different. It may be too strong for some people, and it's like, if that's the case, just drink half a glass. And you'll drink the rest of it later.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun high. Yeah.
How'd you guys feel when you guys finally discovered, like, we have just made the most amazing thing? Once you guys came up with the taste and stuff, when was that?
Friday?
Well,
For me.
It's always evolving. So I mean, we did
Yeah.
our first batch in, like, I don't know, last May. And we weren't super stoked on it ourselves, because kind of being a perfectionist. So
Yeah. I'm a wine snob.
I am not a wine snob.
I don't look like it, but yeah.
But we weren't super impressed by it. It tastes good. Gets you high. And we still released it to the market, and people loved it. And now every batch is just better and better.
Yeah. We learn every time we've done 4 bottlings and 5 bottling? Four. We've bottled 4 times since, and every time we learn what not to do. There's 5 or 6 things not to do that end up with a great product at the end. And we just did that on Friday. It was our rosé that we bottled. We still haven't put a label on it. We haven't designed a label for it yet, but it's excellent.
It's great.
It was a real aha moment where I was like, okay, cool. Like, we know what we're doing now. Now we can keep doing this forever.
Well, congratulations on that. I guess, like, now my next question is, with, you know, obstacles that you guys faced, what were the obstacles that you guys faced with, like, starting a business and running it? How did you guys deal with that?
Starting it's easy. To start the company is easy. But starting a normal company is easy to do. Just finding paperwork. Getting a cannabis license and the regulations is a whole nother story. Yeah. So everybody had setbacks in 2018 for cannabis regulations because
California.
California. They were still, like, the regulators were trying to figure everything out. We have 4 different cannabis agencies not really working coherently, and so it was a big mess in 2018.
Huge mess.
Huge mess.
Yeah.
So we all had our trials and errors. We have our cannabis license now, which is a huge process itself, but luckily we do have our annual license to keep producing wine.
In California, we're number
2,000.
2,000?
2,000 for manufacturing.
Yeah. There's 40 million people that live here.
It's either 2,000 or
I think it's like 400.
No, it's
for issued annual license.
2,000 or it's 341. I don't know.
There's 1,400 cannabis licenses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's 1,400 cannabis licenses issued for manufacturing and extraction in California. Legal. There's a lot of illegal stuff.
That was the temporary licenses originally.
Yeah, that was a temporary, and then you go from temporary to an annual license, and I think we're like 300 3 or 4.
It could be 341. I look at the number on our license.
There's not many people that have been able to do it.
It's not an easy process.
It's not
to get a
easy.
license. You have to have,
super expensive.
Yeah, I submit like 150 pages of documentation just about our processes.
Yeah.
It's very intense.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
And then application fees and attorneys. It's not easy to get into.
Yeah. So like R&D to make non-alcoholic wine taste good, and then get cannabis in it, and then find a location to manufacture it, and then do all the labeling. I mean, we've, not this bottle, but our first bottle we relabeled 5 times, 6 times, because the laws would be set and we'd follow them. Lawyers would sign off on it, and then we'd put the labels on and they would change. We'd be, all right, cool, put new labels on. And they would change again. All right, fine, like, we'll put new labels on. And then they'd change again, and then we'd put new labels on, and then they changed again, and they keep changing. Like,
yeah. They were like, the regulations were always evolving in 2018. Luckily, the final ones came out in January. They're not going to be so final. There's going to be some small changes, but as of now, we think we're good. You know, we've got approval from the government now on our labels, so we think we're okay.
So even with labels, there's like
there's certain things you can say, certain things you have to say. Like there's this little mark right here is mandatory, and you have to have your nutritional facts. There's so many little things that have to be on here for the regulations.
Like this is a rosé wine in here, and normally you put rosé in a clear bottle so people can see it's pink. This has to be, by the government, says it has to be in an opaque bottle so kids can't see there's cannabis inside of it.
I'm curious to try the weed one.
I am absolutely
do you guys
curious
have
to try the weed one.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the rosé.
We can open it.
No one's ever tried. No one in the public has tried the rosé yet.
Oh, yeah, you want to try it?
You want to try it?
Yeah, no, it is. You want me to grab you a bottle?
Yeah, it's from the fridge.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I like your guys' branded papers, dude. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. We made 40,000 of those.
60,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's all papers.
Good call. Holy mackerel. Then I think I'm going to take one if you guys don't mind.
Take
I'll
a
take both.
shitload. Don't ever buy papers again.
Oh wait, we have to cheers.
Yeah.
Let's do it on
Can it see
B-roll.
us, or we'd like duck down?
Or yeah, should
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up for you guys. We'll do it like that. We'll do it like that.
Never cheers.
Sounds good.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay, we'll do it
Alright,
quick.
that's a good one. Cheers, guys.
Cool.
Cheers.
I hope you guys like it. To be honest, we're working on it. So
That was the first batch that we ever made of the rosé.
yeah,
Ooh.
Dude, it's very
It's
rosé.
and there's no booze in there.
There's no alcohol
That's
in it.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's really
It
great.
tastes exactly like it.
Pretty taste.
That's really good.
That's really good.
I'm not familiar with rosé enough to compare it, but
Well, does it like?
Tastes
Would you
good.
drink it again? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
like it has a little bit of tang in the back, but that's
Yeah.
like tastes like it you expect with weed, anything weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some sort of.
It's all got that rosé bite. You know, I got
Yeah,
that.
It kind of mimics the alcohol bite.
Yeah.
That was the
Absolutely,
goal.
Yeah, it's sweet, but then a little. Yeah, dude, I
Is
like
that the
it a lot.
tartaric
And I
acid
don't
that
like
you insist upon
alcohol
having
very
more
much,
of? Yes.
Yeah.
Partially.
Yeah. Is that?
And how many other different ones you guys have? You guys
So
have-
just the salt. So let's technically a Sauv Blanc or a white, and then the rosé for now. But we will be doing like a champagne, then a sparkling rosé, and red is in
Dude, the
development.
champagne's gonna be.
Champagne's
Champagne sounds
Yeah.
like genius.
Oh, yeah, I
love
That'd
red
be
wine.
right up my
Red wine's my favorite.
I love red wine too. It's just
Yeah.
super hard to make it taste good with no alcohol in it. You know, there's a few issues with the red wine, so
Yeah.
we're working on it. Hopefully, it gets released in like November.
Oh, okay, so this year. So,
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I like the whole idea that you guys talk about how the calories rates too, because obviously that's a big deal.
Oh.
for a lot of wine
Dude,
drinkers.
total
Well, no, so
side
that's-
effect.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
that's something we should talk about
Totally.
too.
Yeah, apparently it's
That's-
super important.
Yeah.
We had no intention of doing it that way.
Also, so you guys have sativa in there? You guys gonna have different strands and stuff too you're mix in?
Yeah.
We're gonna, because we
Yeah.
try to craft the right high, you know, the experience. So it is sativa, but it's just about how you feel from it. You know, if it was a fucking indica that gave you the same feeling we want, we'd do it. But,
Yeah.
Right.
the red might be an indica. I don't know yet.
I think we're gonna do the red as an indica.
Yeah, red will probably be an
Just
indica.
Make it
You
like,
gotta have an indica option. Why
Yeah.
not on the red? That sounds
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
makes the most sense.
yeah, it'll be like
Well,
super
heavy.
strong. It'll be like 100 milligrams.
Yeah.
Like, just
Puts you
fucking,
to bed.
like, yes, yeah. Like this is your little nightcap.
What was the other thing? Okay, so
Just, you're gonna know if
I
I
was
can
like,
get
I don't know if I can drink it. I can't remember. Like,
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if we brushed upon this, but so you guys pretty much are like engineers of wine, and like I said, like the Albert Einsteins of wine. Elon Musk, if you
Big
know.
shoes to fill if that's the
Yeah.
case.
Long way to go.
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do still. Yeah.
We believe in you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But we're definitely the first people in the world to do it.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt.
I guess that's what my question is how did you know that weed wine was even possible to make? What gave you the idea to create a weed wine?
Oh, I've got this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
So in when you're working in a winery, you're working for someone else usually when you start, and everybody just like you have a whole winery to yourself after hours, and you can take a barrel of wine, you know, of grape juice before it's fermented, and if you put a pound of shake into that, the ethanol, like just like ethanol extraction for CO2, or for, like there's CO2 extraction, there's ethanol extraction, there's ways to extract THC from plants. And if you take a pound of shake, throw it into a barrel of unfermented wine, the fermentation is a pretty violent chemical process, and the ethanol and the fermentation process extract the THC from the plant. So then you just strain away the flower, like the cannabis, like tea, like you do in a
Tea bag.
Tea bag.
Giant tea bag.
and you just strain it out. You just throw the flower away afterwards. Then you have cannabis infused wine, but it has alcohol in it. So we've been making that in college and throughout the years illegally. You know, you can't sell that just for personal
You can make it.
use.
You can't
You
sell
can make
You
it.
can make it.
Super easy to make, but you can't sell it. So then we're like, oh, it's the alcohol that's making it illegal. Let's just see if we remove the alcohol and then put the THC in.
How did you guys like the experience when you did cannabis with alcohol, like as a comparison? Like, was it too much? Was it
Like a good old fashioned crossfade?
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
It's. I mean, we're
They have the
doing
time and
it right
place.
now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, everything in moderation, right?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
so.
super chill.
So what's the day-to-day operations at Rebel Coast Winery? What do you guys do? I mean, do you guys have like a regimen? Is it, or what's, because it seems like you guys are innovators, so it seems like you guys are always like, what's our next thing and stuff, and keeping that afloat, what you guys have going on while continuing to innovate other ideas.
Yeah, so recently it's been bottling wine and then
Yeah.
and raising money because we're in our Series A. I guess our day-to-day is slightly different.
Yeah.
He does all of our branding and marketing, and that's always on his mind. And I focus on operations, regulatory, and finance.
Yeah.
So,
And getting the wine in the bottle.
yes.
Getting good wine in the
Yeah.
bottle.
And then now selling, because we've just relaunched it again. So selling is a big part of my day, at least. Like working with our retailers, our salespeople, and our distributors.
Yeah. Raising money's been priority number one for the last 3 weeks. We haven't been able to focus very much on it because we're making wine, but now it's hiring people to go out and sell the wine. Now that it's finally able to be sold, there's no routine
No, it's
at all. Like, we're on a plane at least once a week.
Yeah.
If not both of us, like, yeah, we're always traveling somewhere, always going somewhere. Sometimes driving everywhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
way too many meetings, way too many calls.
Yeah.
I was just on back-to-back calls and meetings all day until you guys got here.
Yeah.
Literally non-stop. I think I had a 30-minute break.
But it's good. It's like we're trying to do something that's never been done before. And if we're successful at it, people will be drinking weed wine for the next 100 years. Like, really excited about that.
I believe in that.
Right? It's like being hungover is so annoying. It's just like, I'd rather not.
And I love that. So what's your guys' motto or your saying about hungover?
Because hangovers suck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
Yeah.
That's one of them.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch right there. But
Get high, not hungover.
yeah.
I
don't know, just hangovers suck. Like, they're just terrible. Like, you waste a whole day just recovering. Not fun.
do you think the legalization of marijuana in some states has changed the way that cannabis is perceived?
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, it's becoming more mainstream. I guess California is kind of a unique market because it's kind of been mainstream, not really an issue if you smoke a joint anywhere for the past 10 years. But with the new states coming online, it's definitely making it more available. People are actually realizing that it's not a drug, it's not a gateway drug, it's just another substance you can use for medicinally or recreationally. So it's definitely boosting the education in cannabis with all the new regulations coming into play state by state.
Nice. And so you guys started with what type of wine?
For the cannabis wine, Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now you guys are doing
Sauvignon Blanc and a Grenache.
okay.
Yeah.
Which is a rosé.
Yeah.
And then you have different options, so it's sativa or THC, or how is it right now?
So no, it's all sativa based for the cannabis we use because it gives you that high uplifting cerebral high. We have a 40 milligram bottle right now. We do have some of our remaining old stock from our original 40 or 20 milligram batches. We might vary them depending on what the market asks for. But we started with the 20 originally. People said give us more weed. Okay, well there you go. So now we're just gonna see what the market wants. Really, it's easy for us to change the dosing on it. We probably won't go any higher than 40, except for maybe the red, because we're not just a mechanism to get you high. You know, we want you to be high, not stoned. So it's just creating an uplifting high. That's social.
And so where could people buy it? Is there any specific places?
Here, only California.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
We're adding only dispensaries. Unless unless you have a computer and you live in the right area code. But yeah, dispensaries only, and we just started selling, I think 2 days ago.
Yeah, direct to consumer. We partner with a delivery service to do that for us.
You can go to our website and then order it, and if you're in the right, if they can legally deliver it to you in the right zip code, then you can order it that way.
Yeah,
But just California right now.
Yeah, so we're in 45, 50 dispensaries right now, mainly in Southern California. You can go to our website, we have a big store locator on there, find the closest one to you, or just go buy it on our website, and it's delivered sometimes within 24 hours.
And what's the website?
rebelcoast.com.
Yeah. Or you can just Google weed wine.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally no one else doing it. Anything will pop up.